Hello there folks, welcome to another Shots Fired Airsoft video. My name's Ben, and today is going to be the shooting review of the ASG B&T MP9, which is a KWA A-base gun, which we unboxed in the last video. Now, I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. It has been sort of a want of mine to have a sort of machine pistol slash SMG. I mean, technically it's a machine pistol, but I think people tend to class it as a submachine gun. And this was really kind of the one I wanted to go for because it had the reworked gas system, so that I could use it in CQB without having to buy an expensive CQB bolt for the KWA, say. And I just like the MP9 overall sort of functionality and larger size compared to a lot of the MP7s that are on the market. And really, this has been brilliant. I haven't had any malfunctions or misfeeds, and it fires impeccably. It's getting to the point now where really I'd want to take it apart a bit and give it a lube, because I fired quite a lot of shots for it in the end for the shooting review. Only a couple of things since the unboxing, which feel free to go and watch. Under the Made in Taiwan sticker that is on the back of the gun here, you actually have a Swiss made trade on the back of the gun, which is fantastic. I did know that was there, but I forgot to take it off in the unboxing, and obviously we've got the one off the muzzle as well. So really there isn't too much to talk about. I didn't have any malfunctions with this. The hop works great, adjusts well. It took a little while for it to settle down, which you'll see in the shooting test. Essentially I did sort of 3 on the trot, decent amounts of rounds through the mag, and accuracy just increased as the hop settled in. I didn't actually adjust the hop over my initial adjustment, because I adjusted it for 0.25s at range, which is what I fired through this. And essentially we're on standard green gas, 0.25 BBs. So if I flick the firing footage up on the screen, I'm not using an optic here, I am just using the standard sort of ring sight and stub. So you could probably get even better accuracy than this just using a red dot. So getting into the shooting test, as you can see here, the first, I kind of fire about 6-7 rounds through this initially, and it's a bit all over the place. However, I know that some of these guns always take a little while to settle down. So the second firing, if we just run straight into that, then you can see that we're starting to get a bit closer. And then by the third firing, you can see that I'm a bit more used to the gun. The gun's functioning better, and we're pretty much hammering that bullseye, which is fantastic. And to be honest, it was kind of what I was expecting out of this gun. They have a good reputation for gas efficiency and accuracy, even if not the most powerful thing in the world. I will just go on to say that I don't trust. I've got to the point where I don't trust my chronograph now. It's always been very accurate and good, but I think I need to pick up a new one because I was having trouble getting an accurate figure out of this. At one point it was saying that the gun was firing at 84 foot per second, which obviously isn't correct, and then it went up to about 130, and then I get some shots which I think are accurate at around 245, 250 on a 0.25. I've seen people say that these tend to shoot around 290, 300, which on a 0.2. So that's probably about correct. Rate of fire though, on the other hand, my little Kachir chronograph does measure that still quite well, and we get a nice solid 20 rounds a second on this, and it is really a savage full auto gas blowback. So just to re-emphasise that, I'm going to post up a bit of slow-mo footage of the gun firing in full auto. This is 240 FPS. And one of the most impressive things about it is that even when performing at this rate of fire, you don't see any gas expulsion from the blowback system, and we have a very efficient system. We're not getting gas out of the barrel, we're not getting gas out the ejection port. It does look great when it's firing in slow motion. And then I'll stick up a bit of full auto fire at the target, both from right back at the 15 metre mark, and then following it a bit closer, probably about 7-8 metres, just so I can dump into there, and we do pretty much a whole mag here. So that blast just it's 48-ish rounds in about 2 seconds, well, two and a little bit seconds. And yeah, it's quite an intimidating weapon to use, especially in CQB. Other little sort of tips and features with this is you do actually have on this mag, which I didn't notice originally, it has a lockdown, so that when you load the mag you don't have to sort of fight holding down this with the BBs. Unfortunately it doesn't take BBs through the front, so you kind of have to load them through here with a speed loader, so it's not like you can just drop them in. It does open out, but only right at the bottom. That's good. So you pull that down, and then to release it you just push the little tab in here and it will flick back up to the top. You don't see that many guns these days, which is really annoying because it's a really handy thing to have. Apart from that, I don't really have much else to say on it. It's a fantastic weapon if you are considering buying one. If you're on the fence about buying one, I would go ahead and grab one. I was very impressed with the way it fired, and it will be going into my loadout, because sometimes I sell these weapons that I'm reviewing because I need some of the money back to buy more. Other times I will keep it and put it into sort of my personal collection / armoury for use in CQB. This one will be going straight into my armoury. On that note, if you ever see any weapons that you like and you you want them at a very reasonable price, do give me a shout, because quite often once I'm finished reviewing a weapon I will sell it afterwards. So if you leave me a comment or something, I can get in touch with you and give you a very decent price on what is essentially a pretty much brand new gun, usually only been fired a couple hundred times. But with that all said and done, as I said, I've been Ben. This has been a Shots Fired Airsoft video. Thank you very much for watching. Next I'm going to do some shotgun action using my gas shotguns from Golden Eagle, and they're quite fun bits of kit, and we'll have some nice slow-mo shooting footage hitting some cans and other such reactive targets with them. Okay folks, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.